Hi, everyone. Good morning. Can I have a thumbs up so that I know you can see me and hear me properly, please? How are you? How is it going? We are already under the energy of this full moon, which will come in approximately, I don't know, 16 to 18 hours, like the peak of the full moon will happen less than a day. So we are already experiencing it. Although we are here together today to work with the sacral chakra, but we are also under the influence of this beautiful full moon in the sign of Libra. So come on in, sit down, relax, grab your cup of coffee, not coffee, tea or water, so you can have it nearby. And let me know if it's your first time here, if you were already here on the root chakra session, how is it going? Did you experience anything shifting or changing for you or coming into more balance? Because this week with this specific full moon, balance is what is happening. This is what we are invited to experience and to search for. Hi, Robin. Good morning. Hello, Peace. I can see you. Oh, hello, hello. How are you? How are you, dear? So glad to see your familiar faces. Hi, Karen. How are you, dear? Gara, I can also see you there. Andrea, I can see a little icon. So come on in, and let me know how you are feeling. Okay, how you are feeling. Um, Gara. Peace running up for hugs. Oh, so nice. How are you? It's really early there, right, Peace? Really early there for you. I'm doing well. Had my first year wedding anniversary. Oh, congratulations on 21st. On the equinox? On the equinox? Oh, how beautiful that is, Peace. Andrea. Hi, Canu. How are you, dear? Okay, so if this is your first time here with us, please let us know where you are on the planet and what time is it. And for my side, well, I'm in Portugal, in beautiful Sintra. My name is Alexandra. Among several things, I am an intuitive healer or intuitive therapist, as you would like to call it, more of a storyteller, because stories are medicine. Stories are medicine all the way. Canu, I had slept to the session yesterday, so I don't remember. I'm planning to sleep to it again now. Beautiful, beautiful. And I'm good. Thanks for you. I'm also good. Thank you, Canu, for asking. Gara saying happy anniversary to Peace. And Peace is saying I'm hello from the southern Arizona desert. It's 2:15 a.m. right now. So here it's 10:15, well, 10:19 now. And it's a beautiful day, although it's really windy, really, really windy, but it's really sunny. And we were wanting to have some sun for the past months. They have been really, really hard on us with a lot of storms and rain and cold. But now we are good. Now this is the Portuguese weather. um, Karen just woke up 15 minutes ago. It's 5:15 a.m. from Annapolis, MD. I've been with you for many times. Yes, I know, Karen. Thank you for popping up as well, as always. Okay, so just I will do like a brief speech, if I can call it like that, about our journey here, especially for those that just join or are keen to join. So we are doing something called the Equinox Series, which means that for 7 days, actually this time it will be 8 days because we are counting on the full moon tomorrow. So it's part of our journey as well. But for 8 days, we are attuning or activating one chakra at a time. So we started on Monday with the root chakra, and today it's the second day. Yesterday, we could not have a session. I was out with, I had to take my dad to a doctor's appointment. Everything is okay. But well, family comes first. So I had to postpone this session to today. So, but we are doing like, yeah, it's a journey that has a beginning, a middle, and an ending or a closure. But you can choose which chakra to work with every time. And it's not by chance that you are tuning in today. It's not by chance that maybe you did not arrive on Monday. Okay, so just stay with that. And also, these sessions are being recorded. So if you feel you want to revisit them, if you feel you want to share them with someone that might need or might benefit from them, you are good. You are welcome to do so. To access to access the replays, they are posted in another platform. So at the end of the session, I will let you know how. If you are following me here for quite some time, you already know how to do that. And also feel free. Now I'm receiving messages again. There was something wrong with the messaging system here on my profile, but now I'm receiving messages again on Insight Timer. So feel free to reach out if you want the links, if you have questions, anything, if you have some comments, go ahead, just connect with me. Okay. Hi, Tia. Good morning. Hi, Z. Hi, Sean. Good morning. Good morning. So our journey started with the root chakra. Today we are tuning in with the sacral chakra. Tomorrow is full moon, so a pause on the chakras to balance everything at once. And then we come back on Friday with the solar plexus, Saturday with the heart chakra, and then a pause for Easter Sunday. And then Monday again for the throat, Tuesday, the third eye, and finally next Wednesday, the crown. So this will be our journey throughout this week. And feel free to comment, to bring your own insights. This is a safe space, and it's an open space for everyone to participate. So please do so every time. Hi, Patrick. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so just a brief description of the root chakra. Root chakra, which we worked with on Monday. The root, so every chakra has like a statement. And root chakra, I will write it here. Oh, I would write it here if it works. Okay, so root is about I am. And it's about we exist as part of a tribe. So we mimic everyone else's behavior. The ones that came before us, the ones that are around us, we are part of that tribe. And we do not exist as a separate individual. So this is where everything starts. The root, as the name says, is the origin of all and is the one that supports us. So the word for the root chakra in Sanskrit is Mudlahara. Muladhara. And that means, it means support. Let me just write it, Muladhara, which means support. Okay, so we work with the root chakra to feel secure, to feel grounded, to feel structured, to be right here and right now in presence. Okay, this is the job of the root chakra per se. About the sacral. So after we step out of the tribe, we go into one-on-one relationships. And these one-on-one relationships are the ones that happen here at the level of the sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is all about connecting with another person in relationship or in partnership. Usually, this sacral chakra is also known as the sexual chakra, which means that the sexual energy, and I'm not talking about the physical relation itself, the intimacy. I'm talking about the vital force that comes to manifest right here with the sacral chakra. So we use that vital force to put things into motion. The sacral chakra is connected with the element of water, and water always finds its way, right? It's always on the move. So the sacral chakra is all about fluidity, it's all about desire, it's all about passion, it's all about using that sexual energy to put things into the world, to manifest them. Or at least it's a fuel to do that because it's liquid. It has a liquid kind of energy. So it's the fuel to our desires and passions to come alive. We need the sexual energy to bring people, new people into this earth, right? So not just people, but also our projects and our dreams. They are stored here at the sacral chakra level. And if the sacral chakra had a statement, it would be, I feel. It's just right here, I feel. And in Sanskrit, the word is, and I don't want to, it's a long word. It is called Svatisthana. I'm not pronouncing it correctly, I know, but I will write it here so you know. Svatisthana. Something like this. And it means house of pleasure. House of pleasure. So if at the root chakra level we were living as part of a tribe and not as an individual, we exist as being part of that organism. Here we exist in relationship with another person. Still, we do not exist individually. We do not exist apart from this relationship. We exist in relation with this specific relationship, one-on-one. So I know myself through relating to another person, not with the tribe, that comes first, that comes with the root, but at the sacral chakra level, we exist as part of a relationship. So still, we are trying to understand the world, how it exists, how we can operate in the world, but through the lens of sacral. I missed the typo. We exist as we see the world through the lens of existing in a certain relationship. That can be with our mother, with our father, with a partner, with a sibling. So whatever it is, one-on-one relationships. This is what we work when we are activating our sacral chakra. Okay, Kanu says that's right. So I pronounced it correctly enough. Thank you, Kanu, for saying that. Okay, so the root chakra, I think I forgot to mention this on Monday, but the root chakra has a male energy to it because it's the one that supports, it's the one that brings structure. And the sacral chakra has a feminine energy because it's the one that receives. Remember that water, the element of water, it absorbs everything. So it receives, has this receiving quality to it. There's no right or wrong here, okay? These are just the characteristics of the elements and of the chakras. So this has a very feminine energy to it. It's a very creative energy, very flowy. It expresses itself through art most of the time. Like if we are a person that loves to paint or to draw or to sing or to cook, even cook, or to dance, we are operating from the sacral chakra. Every artistic expression comes from here. And of course, the color is orange. That's why I'm wearing it today. So if you have any orange objects around, even if it's a colored pencil or something, bring it close to you, so you can activate its color as well. Every color has a frequency. That's why they are associated to each chakra. The root chakra was red. This one is orange. And they have specific activations in our brain. I don't know if you ever heard of chromotherapy. So it's a kind of therapy that where we work with colors, because colors have their own frequency and they impact us because we are frequencies as well. We also emanate frequencies. So everything comes together. What else would I like to tell you about the sacral chakra? Yes, crystals. So crystals are a manifestation of earth. They are gifts from earth. So basically any orange like crystal will activate or will help balance the sacral chakra. Today I brought this one. It is called in English, aragonite, maybe. I know how to write it. In Portuguese, we say aragonite. I think I'm not wrong. And this one works specifically on self-esteem because it's one of the features of the sacral chakra as well. Okay, so but basically any orange crystal or orange-like crystal will activate, will come together, will have the same frequency as the sacral chakra. Signs of a very balanced sacral chakra: you are filled with creativity. Things come easy to you. Change is not difficult, although we know as humans, change is always a challenge. Changing or shifting something in our lives is always a challenge. But when our sacral chakra is really aligned and moving properly, it allows us to experience change as part of the process, like a normal kind of thing. Oh, something is changing. Good. I embrace that easily. So change comes easily when we activate the full power of this chakra. Let me just read what Luke is saying. I noticed that guy, Joe Dispenza, swapped around the root and sacral. He talks about the root having the sacral attributes and the sacral having the root attributes. So strange that he does it that way. Well, sometimes, that sometimes the way that we experience chakras, they can differ depending on our own beliefs, in our own veils, because our belief systems, plural, we have more than one, they do not allow us to see things as they are some of the times. So we experience any attributes from any chakras or any other energetic system through the lenses of those beliefs. And what can happen is that Joe Dispenza, maybe he experiences the root and the sacral differently. So when I'm talking about these attributes, thank you for the word, Luke. I was needing that word, attributes or qualities. When I'm talking about this, it means, well, I have been studying chakras for a long time, and sometimes I struggle with their meanings as well because they do not seem quite what the books say. But then when I go deeper, I understand them at the basis. So whatever I'm talking to you about, it is based not only on my experience, but on a lot of things that I have already read and did, like I wrote what I felt the informations to be the more truthful, or the more close to reality, because this is very subjective. When we talk about energy, this is very, very subjective. And the way I experience probably is the way that someone else, it's different from the way that someone else experiences, and maybe Joe had some kind of experience that made him understand the attributes on the other way around. But, well, I'm trying to, on my side, I'm trying to tell you what I've read and what I understood about each of the chakras. Look, thank you for explaining this. Of course, because life is subjective at all times, right? What is true for me might not be true for you. And who is right and who is wrong, right? If I draw, I love using this one. If I draw a 6 on the ground, my side is a 6, but for everyone on the other side, it will be a 9, right? So who is right and who is wrong? Although I wrote a 6, people are experiencing as a 9, and they are right. If I swap positions, I will understand that. So this is one of the exercises that I always advise for us to do whenever we see like a written on stone kind of truth. Try to see the other way. Okay, try to see the other perspective, try to see the other person's vision, because things might change. Alexandra, hi Alexandra. Alexandra, I don't know if it's Alexandra or Alexandra. Well, they've had to take perspective and then they wouldn't misunderstand your number. Yes, of course. Exactly that. Exactly that. But I also needed to understand that what they were seeing was also right. So I would need to explain it further. Yeah, does this make sense? Okay, so a balanced sacral chakra, new ideas pouring down, new dreams, desires, passions, because this is the fuel, remember, this is the fuel. The root is where we start from, and then we start to engage with some kind of movement. Sacral chakra is all about moving forward, like the water. Water always finds a way. So, and if it's stagnated somewhere, it will rot. So if we have a blocked sacral chakra, something inside us will not flow. And it will smell. And we wish we just could take that off. So how can we overcome it? Imprinting movement. Imprinting a lot of movement into our actions. Yes. Something else that I would like to tell you about is oh yes, life goals. So if the sacral chakra is well balanced, our life goals will be really clear because we will accept change easy. So we can just move towards our dreams, towards our goals, towards our own path, our purpose. This is where really things start to shake. And also, there's kind of a mission here on the sacral chakra, which is all about honoring one another. Remember, I was saying that the sacral chakra is where one-on-one relationships happen. So for that to happen, for that to be balanced, we need to honor one another. At the tribe or at the tribal level, we would experience all is one because the organism, that single organism would be moving, mimicking each other's thoughts, each other's emotions, each other's beliefs. Here, we understand that to move on with our lives, to be in a relationship with one person, one-on-one relationships or partnerships, we must honor one another. And if we have a sacral chakra completely out of balance, we will experience lack of creativity. So everything is really blunt, we cannot experience joy. Joy is one of the other words for the sacral chakra, joy and pleasure. So if it is blocked, everything in our life is kind of, doesn't have taste. Something is missing. It's like when you are cooking and you are missing a pinch of salt. you will notice like it doesn't taste that good. Taste is also related to the sacral chakra. One of the senses, physical senses that is related, it is the taste. So it's about bringing taste, some kind of taste, special taste to our lives. Let me just read what Kanu is saying. Look, that is so interesting because I've been feeling something similar for myself. Like people had hooked onto my energies in so long that in my meditation, I felt those roots went from my sacral down into the root chakra. Yeah. Remember that we are all connected. This is not, whenever we put one chakra in their own drawers or into their own archives, or I don't know, into their own boxes, this is for us to understand what each of them means. But at the end, they all come together and they influence each other. And if we experience the energy of another chakra to be in the wrong place, it's because there's a direct influence of that energy in that area of our lives. For instance, let me see, Kanu, you were saying that you feel the roots went down from your sacral and into your root chakra. So you felt some roots because you needed to ground your creative energy. This is one of the interpretations, because they are all connected and they are all influencing each other. Our role here, or the ideal situation, is for each chakra to be doing their own jobs without the influence of the others. But we can never put them apart because they come together at all times. We exist as a whole organism, as a whole person, as a whole being, not a person that has parts in it, separate parts. No, we are one. We are one here. Mira says hello. How much did I miss? So just a little bit of the briefing about the sacral chakra, but then you can catch up. But you have already experienced that on previous sessions, so don't worry. You already know. And Gada says, which chakra and color is responsible for the skin? Skin is about the root chakra. Root chakra, because it is directly connected to our physical body. And the skin is all about our boundaries. This is where the inner world stops and the outer world begins. So it's all about boundaries. And boundaries come when we are well rooted right here and right now, in the present moment, with Mother Earth walking here. And so everything physical of the physical body has to do with the root chakra. Yes. Okay, so signs of unbalanced root chakra. So we may experience jealousy because we are not feeling secure in our self-esteem, for instance. We may experience confusion, not knowing where we stop and where the other person begins. Lack of inspiration, stagnation, guilt, attachment. So when we talk about attachment, is because of these one-on-one relationships. Because when we do not honor one another, we will not honor the space of each other. We will not honor the boundaries of each other because we feel like we are a fusion with that person. Hence the confusion and hence the attachments. Because we, remember, here we exist in relationship with another being, with another person. We do not exist as individuals. That's the learning process, to become an individual. That comes from the root, that goes through relationships, but exists as one. More on that on the upcoming sessions. And Andre is saying the heart as well, I think, because of the sense of touch, it can be. It can be. There again, these are all connected all the time. But skin, because it means it's the physical barrier of the inner world and the outer world is usually related with the root chakra. And again, this is how I feel it. Okay. This is how I experience it. This is my conclusion from what I have been reading about the chakras. Someone else might have a different opinion. Okay. So never, always be critical of what you hear, of what you read, even. Always be critical. Put your mind into it. How does that information feel in your body? Does it feel like the truth? Or is there something that you might not understand quite and you want to learn further? Go on and learn further. Knowledge does not occupy any space. So we are always open to that. But it can be the sense of touch, yes. It also makes sense. Andrea, thank you for sharing that. Okay, so more imbalances, impotence, both physically and mentally. Why? Because we feel impotent on doing something that might change our life. So it's not just about the sexual intimacy, as we were discussing before, it's also about the question of the mind. And also the sacral chakra, because it's related to the water element, it's all about emotions. So the power beneath it is the power of emotions. The power of emotions, the emotions are the fuel to move our lives. They exist because they make us move something. And then again, there is no right or wrong. There are no good or bad emotions. They serve a purpose. They serve the purpose to make us on the move. If we feel happy, what will we do? We will smile and jump and run and, I don't know, laugh and so on, right? So we are moving. If we feel angry, we will move as well. When we feel angry, we will just lift ourselves from where we are standing, from where we are sitting, and go and do something to make that feeling go away. But never underestimate the power of an angry person, because it will drive you to bigger changes every time. So is it bad? No. Will you break some plates on the way? Probably. But you will leave the place that no longer fits you when you feel angry, for instance. This is one of the biggest takes for working with the chakras, is that we really learn how to understand how we feel. This is the statement of the sacral chakra is, I feel. Because of this, emotions are there and they do have a purpose in our lives. So putting emotions under the rug, denying that they exist, it will always create suffering because we are resisting. The pain is needed, the bad emotions are needed to make us move forward every time. Karen says, how do we balance if we're feeling the root chakra out of balance? Feet on the ground, drink lots of water. So you can, the water, well, I'm saying water, but it can be any kind of beverage. But water will help you to ground as well and to feel, because when we drink water, especially if it's cold, not warm, the warm one, it depends. But especially if the water is cold or at least room temperature, you will feel it coming down your body. So you will be back to your body when you do that. So for the root chakra, walks in nature, bare feet if possible. Those two are especially beneficial for the root chakra. Or meditating, imagining roots coming down to earth. Because our brain does not distinguish whether if we are literally growing roots or if we are just imagining growing roots. That will help us. Okay. And also doing some kind of structured activity like doing math or taking care of finances or anything that needs a structure or has a pattern will also help. Crochet. Oh, I just remember crochet because it has a pattern to it. It will help you to balance the root chakra. If any activity that is structured, chess, it has a strategy, right? So, but everything that has like, yes, strict rules or a way of doing that, it needs to be like that. It will help you to balance the root chakra. And then you move up a level, and then creativity comes along. So if you are doing crochet with a pattern, but you feel the urge to create something new, yeah, you will have both. You will have both energies on that one solo activity. As you see, they are all connecting every time. Okay, Karen? And also, wearing or having nearby the color red will also help. Like for the sacral chakra, having nearby the color orange will also help. Crystals, any kind. So any kind of crystals, as long as they are the same color as the chakra you are working with, they will help. Okay. Okay. So do you have any more questions about the sacral? Because if not, we get to have our grounding meditation for us to connect right here and right now with ourselves, with the community that is gathered here, either on live or on the replay. It will work both ways. And of course, connecting with Mother Earth. And so if this is your first time here with us, this is how these sessions go. First, we talk a little bit about the chakra of the day. This is not meant to be a whole course on the chakras, okay? Just a few informations for it to activate something inside you, some kind of knowledge that you may already have or remember. And then we will have a grounding meditation for us to connect. Then we will have a specific meditation regarding the chakra of the day. Afterwards, I will draw a card from the beloved Star Dragons Oracle cards. They always have a saying of whatever it is we experience here throughout the session. And then at the end of the session, I will leave you with some affirmations for you to connect with this chakra and some practices for you to connect as well with this chakra. Okay, so are we good to go? If you do not have a cup of water or a cup of tea nearby, go and grab one. You will be needing it after the session. After the grounding meditation, the session as well, but firstly, after the grounding meditation. So go ahead and get it. I will drink some now because I keep talking and talking and talking and talking. This is my throat chakra being activated, which is one of my main purposes here, is to pass along information, to share information. That's one of my main purposes on this earth right now. And so I'm very honored to be able to do that. Okay, so for grounding meditation, you can either be sitting or laying down comfortably. If you are sitting either on a chair or directly on the floor, just make sure that your spine is aligned. So you can help with that by rolling your shoulders back, listening to all the cracks, all the noises. I don't know about you, but my shoulders, they are noisy. So roll your shoulders back so your shoulders can be really far away from your ears. That means that your vertebrae are on top of each other. You can also imagine you have a string pulling you up from the top of your head, like from the ceiling, pulling you up so your back is straight. That allows the energy to come easy, to flow easily up and down your spine. Okay. If you are sitting on a chair, place your feet parallel to the floor, really touching the floor if you can. If you can't, you can put a pillow underneath them. That way you will be automatically connecting with the floor or with the ground. If you are already sitting on the ground, you can just crisscross your legs or find a comfortable position where you can hold it for approximately 20 minutes, 20 or something. And hands facing down. We will be directing our energy towards the ground, towards Mother Earth, so we can ground. Okay, these gestures just help us to do just that. If you are laying, also place your feet parallel to the floor. That means that your knees are high and supporting each other, and that way your spine will be automatically aligned on the surface you are laying on. Hands also facing down, either alongside your body or somewhere on your body, like your heart, your stomach, your belly. These are usually the places where we feel comfortable in placing our hands on. As long as they are facing the ground, you are good to go. Okay. For extra comfort, you can place a pillow underneath the back of your knees and or underneath the back of your neck. And that's it. I hope you already have your water or tea so we can start to relax and ground. Okay. So I now invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath all the way to your belly, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Inhaling as deeply as you can and exhaling as slowly as you can. We will do this 3 times. So inhale deeply and exhale slowly. And one more time, inhale deeply and exhale slowly. And once more, inhale deeply and exhale. And now keep breathing at your own pace, as deeply as you can and as slowly as you can. And take your attention to your root chakra and imagine a cord, a golden cord, coming out of the chakra and going all the way down to the center of the earth, going through every layer of the planet until it connects with the core. The golden cord goes through the crust and then through the mantle, through the outer core, and into the inner core. And you can either plug it in or wrap it around it, whichever image resonates with you better. Take a deep breath here and out. This cord will now function as a drain to whatever it is not serving you anymore, physically, emotionally, and mentally. Take a deep breath in and out. Bring your attention to your physical body first and notice if there are any tensions in your muscles, any part that feels rigid, maybe your neck, your shoulders, your back, your chest, stomach, around your hips. Notice those tensions and using your breath when exhaling, you will push all those tensions down the golden cord and into Mother Earth to be transmuted. Take a deep breath and push. Take one more deep breath and push. Let all those tensions go down the golden cord and into Mother Earth. They are not serving you right now. Take one more deep breath and push. Keep breathing at your own rhythm. And bring your attention to your emotional body now. Notice if there are any emotions lingering around, any guilt, sadness, shame, anger, fear, whatever they are. Using your breath, you will also push them down the golden cord and into Mother Earth so they can be transmuted. Take a deep breath and push. Take one more deep breath and push. Let all those emotions go down the golden cord and into Mother Earth as they are not serving you right now. Take one more deep breath. And push. Keep breathing at your own pace. And bring your attention to your mental body now. Notice if there are any thoughts coming to you. Any worries, any anxieties, any to-do lists. Let them come, but place them inside bubbles. So when using your breath, they can easily go down the golden cord and into Mother Earth to be transmuted as well. Take a deep breath and out. Take one more deep breath and out. Let all those bubbles of thoughts go down the golden cords and into Mother Earth. They are not serving you right now. Take one more deep breath and push. Keep breathing at your own rhythm, as slowly as you can and as deeply as you can. And take your attention to your aura around you. This is an egg-shaped shelter that surrounds and protects your vital space, where nothing nor anyone is allowed to be except yourself. The aura holds your physical and energetic bodies. Take a deep breath here and out. Imagine your aura to be golden and notice if there are any holes or any tears, any cords coming in, muddy or foggy areas, energetic debris. So if you find a hole, fill it with golden light. If you find a tear, mend it using a golden string. Cords coming in, cut them using golden scissors or a golden sword. mud or fog, you can clean them using a golden cloth. And energetic debris, you can sweep it using a golden broom. If you have used any of these tools to take care of the limits of your aura, you can now let them go down the golden cord and into Mother Earth. So they are transmuted. Remember that this is your vital space. Nothing nor anyone is allowed to be there except yourself, not even the objects or tools you may have created. So let them go. Take a deep breath and out. And inside your aura, on the top of your head, visualize a golden rosebud. This rosebud rotates and has sticky petals that grab anything at their passage. The rosebud will help you to clean the space between your physical skin and the limits of your aura. So let it rotate all around you from top to bottom, cleaning thoroughly every inch, every centimeter of your vital space. Take a deep breath here and out. Once the rosebud reaches the bottom of your aura, you can let it go down the golden cord and into Mother Earth to be transmuted as well. And using your hand, your physical hand or your hand of light, cut the golden cord you have attached to your root chakra, let it fall down to the ground to be transmuted by Mother Earth, and put on a new golden cord coming out of the root chakra and going all the way down to the center of the earth as we did before, going through every layer on the planet until it connects with the core. And you can either plug it in or wrap it around it, whichever image resonates with you better. Take a deep breath here and out. Take one more deep breath and out. and keep breathing at your own pace. Now, outside your aura, imagine 4 rooted roses around you. One rose in front of you, one on the left, one behind you, and one on the right. Let these roses come in any color that they wish. Just make sure they are well rooted, that they are roses, and that they are healthy. These are your guardian roses. They are here to protect you, to help you with visualizations, and with separation, separating your energy from everybody else's, so we can all learn to respect each other's vital spaces. Take a deep breath here and out. If one or more of these roses does not look well, is dried out or fading away, please blow up all the roses. Let their ashes come down to the ground to be transmuted, and put on a new set of 4 rooted roses around your aura. You may have to do this several times, and it's okay. Do it as many times as you need to ensure you have healthy roses surrounding you. Take a deep breath and out. One more deep breath and out. And now on the top of your head, imagine a golden sun. This sun represents the highest creative and healing energy of the present moment. So feel its warmth, feel its rays touching your skin, and visualize this sun coming inside your body through the crown of your head. Slowly moving down your body from your head to your throat, and then to your chest. Its golden light touching every cell in your body, every tissue, and every organ, making you shine from the inside out. Take a deep breath here and out. The sun continues to go down to your stomach now, to your belly, to your genitals, down your thighs, your knees, and exiting your body through your feet and back to Mother Earth. And because this is a very intense energy for our body to be holding on to, please place the palms of your hands directly on the ground in front of you and dump the excess amount of this energy so that you can have just enough, not more and not less than what you need right now. If you cannot reach the floor with the palms of your hands, you can simply shake your hands alongside your body. Shake them, fingers pointing to the ground, so the energy has somewhere to go to. Shake them, and the energy will flow out of your body through your fingers and back to Mother Earth. It will have the same effect as placing your palms directly on the floor. If you do not release the excess amount of this energy, you may be feeling very tired and dizzy afterwards. So if that is to happen, please keep placing the palms of your hands directly on the floor and drink lots of water. You can also walk bare feet so that you can release. Take a deep breath here and out. When you feel ready, you can gently come back to the room by wiggling your fingers, your toes, opening your eyes, stretching if you feel like it, like you were just waking up from a nap. And now drink that water or tea that you have nearby so that you can replace everything you were taking out during the meditation. So if you were taking out, something needs to go to those spaces you were cleaning. And water is just the best thing, or a herbal tea. Best thing to do that. So go ahead and drink. And because we feel it coming inside, it's a good way to be back into the room as well and to ground, to come back to the body. Okay. So how are you? How was this grounding meditation for you? How are you feeling? I felt like needing to breathe a lot. So if there's someone here that really is lacking a little bit of air, that's what I sense. If you can place yourself, sit yourself nearby a window or somewhere where you can just open and let the air come in, go ahead and do it. Okay, and drink that water. Please do drink that water. Okay. And of course, take a deep breath. Taking these breaths, it also helps us to regulate our nervous system. That's why we breathe so much during this process, because we are bringing in what we need just to relax, just to tell our nervous system that it is safe to be here. When we are lacking a little bit of air, it's because we are not feeling safe. We are not feeling here and now. We are not feeling in presence. So the breath just takes us into this present moment. And at the same time, relieves all the tensions, physical, emotional, mental, energetic. it helps us. Okay. Okay. So go ahead, write on the comments if you feel like it, just before we step into the sacral chakra meditation. So just for us to have like a brief moment here, have a little bit of space to allow everything to expand a little bit more, go and grab something orange to have nearby, even if it's a fruit, an orange, or something that you have in your kitchen that is orange, or something that you have in your study that is orange, a pen, a pencil, a crayon, a candle, anything. Just go on and grab it so you can have nearby. If you have any orange crystals, go ahead, like this one, or the peach moonstone is also good. Even carnelian, although carnelian is more connected with the root chakra, but it also helps us to connect with the sacral. So these two are always working together. And also, I think I mentioned this on the last live, that the chakras, they work in pairs. So the root chakra works in pair with the crown. There's no spirituality without being grounded here. That's why they work together. Sacral is connected with the third eye. So there's no intuition if we do not allow our life to flow. Intuition and fluidity from the sacral. So they work in pairs as well. And so in order for us to open up our intuition, or to tap into our intuition when we arrive to the third eye chakra, our sacral chakra needs to be balanced. We need to trust what we feel, because our feelings are never random. Never. Even if they look like bad feelings, they are never random. They are important information about what's going on inside ourselves. They are important information for us to tap into our inner wisdom as well, and into our essence. Whenever we see an artist expressing him or herself, they are expressing their own essence. They are expressing their truest self. And they are doing it through the sacral chakra, because this is the portal of creativity. Creativity and joy and desire and passion and fluidity and changes that come easy without struggle. This is the point. And so I will invite you now just to take a few more deep breaths, a few more sips in your water or tea, and then come again to a relaxed position, either sitting or laying down comfortably. Same as before, but this time, instead of us having our hands facing down, we'll be having our hands facing up, as we will be receiving. Whenever we put our hands like this gesture helps us to receive. So whatever comes to you, let it flow. Don't second guess yourself. Allow your imagination just to flow. Even if you are not paying much attention to my words, just let your imagination flow. That's the most important thing. And if you feel like you need to come back, just focus again on my voice. Okay, but just allow this fluidity. This is where creativity comes from. Okay. So take a deep breath, close your eyes, and place your hands facing up. And again, take a deep breath all the way to your belly, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in again. And out. And one more deep breath. And let it all out. Again, relax your shoulders, your neck. Let your hands rest on your lap, on your knees, directly on the floor. The word here is allow, okay? Allow yourself. With your eyes closed, and outside your aura, beyond the guardian roses, visualize an orange rooted rose growing in front of you. You will now connect the rose to your sacral chakra using two golden strings. One string that comes out of the rose into the chakra, and another string that comes out of the chakra and into the rose. We are now opening a two-way communication channel. Take a deep breath and out. Ask the rose to open its petals and to show you a river. Take a closer look at this river. Is the water running fast? Slowly? And how is the water? Is it clear? Is it muddy? Does it have any fish? What about its margins? What do you see there? Are there other animals, trees, flowers, stones, sand? Take a deep breath and out. See yourself at one of those margins and observe how you look like. What are you wearing? How is your hair? Your facial expression? How are you moving? Are you engaging in some kind of activity? What are you doing? Take a deep breath and out. Can you tap into the water? Not diving, just touching it. Can you feel its temperature or its current? Is it warm? Is it cold? Is the current strong or smooth or troubled? If it feels comfortable, place your feet inside this water, sitting on a margin with your feet under the water. How does that feel like? What does the water feel to you? Does it feel muddy? Or does it feel crystal clear? If you had a word to describe what you see and how you feel, what word would it be? Take a deep breath here and out. Would it be comfortable for you to dive right into this river? If so, dive into it. If not, just stay on the margin. Take a deep breath and out. Ask the orange rose to close this image and remove the strings that connect it to your sacral chakra. Imagine a golden sun on the top of this rose, slowly entering through its petals and going down the stem and leaves. Leaving a golden trail where it passes. going all the way down to the roots and exiting the rose to go back to Mother Earth. You will now explode this rose. Let its ashes come down to the ground to be transmuted. And imagine one more orange rooted rose growing in front of you, outside your aura and beyond the guardian roses. Once again, connect the orange rose to your sacral chakra using two golden strings. One string that comes out of the rose into the chakra, and another string that comes out of the chakra and into the rose. Ask this rose to open its petals and to show you again the river. This is the river of your emotions, of your desires, of your passions. Notice the soil now on their margins. Did anything change? What about the water in the river? Is it any different than before? Maybe clearer, maybe brighter. Can you see fish in it? Can you see other animals on their margins? Take a deep breath and out. Visualize yourself at one of the margins. How do you look like now? Notice your clothes, your hair, your facial expression, the way you move. What are you doing right now? Are you picking up flowers? Just sitting there? Are you diving into the river now? Just follow your imagination. Don't second guess yourself. Validate what you see and how you feel at all times. Take a deep breath here and out. Just observe what is happening now and what differences can you spot from the previous image. Is the water running wilder or calmer? If you had a word to describe what you see and how you feel, what word would it be? Take a deep breath now. And out. Allow yourself to enjoy that moment. And ask the rose to close its petals and remove the strings that connected to your sacral chakra. You can now explode that rose. Let their ashes come down to the ground to be transmuted. And on the top of your head, imagine a golden sun. This sun enters your body through the crown of your head, slowly moving down from your head to your throat and then to your chest, touching every cell in your body, every tissue, and every organ, making you shine from the inside out. And the sun continues to go down to your stomach, then your belly, your genitals, down your thighs, your knees, and exiting your body through your feet and back to Mother Earth. Once again, please dump the excess amount of this energy by placing your hands directly on the floor so that you can have just enough, not more and not less than what you need right now. You can also shake your hands alongside your body, fingers pointing to the ground so the energy has somewhere to go to. Shake them, and the energy will flow out of your body through your fingers and back to Mother Earth, where it belongs. Take a deep breath and out. And whenever you are feeling ready, you can gently come back to the room, wiggle your fingers, your toes, open your eyes, stretch again if you feel like it, waking up from a nap, smiling, and drink some more of that water or tea that you have nearby. Once again, we were releasing a lot of things out of our system, especially out of our sacral chakra, and we need to replace it with water or tea. So go ahead. Drink as much as you need. So how was it? Who would like to share their experience? Did you notice anything different from the first rose to the second rose? Were the words the same? Were the words completely different? Can you connect them? So what happened? How were the margins? What kind of soil did you have on your margins? The soil is where we plant things, right? Where we plant seeds, when we grow nature, where we can grow our dreams. So we need to have a good soil to do that. So how was it? Was it sandy, muddy, rocky? Those are hints for you to understand what you can change in your life. So you can have proper soil for your emotions or for your dreams to run wild and free as the river. So if you feel like it, please share. I always ask for you to share because the probability of someone else experiencing exactly the same thing is huge. And then there's this sense of, oh, I am not alone. Because we still are with the tribe. So if we feel something that is common with the other people, we do not feel alone and we feel we belong, even if that's just on the root chakra level, because that's what supports our passions and our desires. This is sacral chakra is almost like it's level 2 from the chakras. We have level 1 with the root and then level 2. In order for us to reach level 2, we need to go through the level 1. Okay. So go ahead. I will give you some moments for you to just breathe, sink in, feel. If you feel like journaling, go ahead. If you had some insights about what was happening, go ahead, write them down. Because when we write them down, we are actually looking directly at our essence. Our essence expresses through handwriting. So it's like a mirror that mirrors back what we need to acknowledge. In the meantime, while you think a little bit about what happened during the meditation, I will shuffle our Star Dragons Oracle cards to see what they have to tell us today. On Monday, during the root chakra, the card that came out was protection. I will show you again. Protection, finding what's important within our core beliefs, finding what's important so we can carry forward. This is a season, this specific equinox, which starts a new season, is particularly important because it also changes the zodiac year. So we just ended Pisces season. We just started Aries season. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. And especially 2026, a lot of things are beginning. So we are in a year 1, which is all about beginnings. We are beginning the Aries season, which is spring in the northern hemisphere, which is autumn in the southern hemisphere, but it's a change of seasons anyway. But we are starting a new zodiac year, and we will not take into this next cycle things that no longer serve us. That's in the past. We had a snake year last year, so that is on the past. This year is about moving, imprinting movement in our lives, so we can just go ahead directly towards our dreams. So we cannot go if we are still carrying things that do not serve us. And so this is just for us to clean and to step into the new season, almost like a fresh start. So look at what's important, the message from the dragons on the root chakra session, finding what's important. Yeah, that's all about that. Okay, so pick the things that are important, really important to you, not to the tribe. Okay, because the tribe has its own way of thinking, way of feeling. But we are being asked to take what's important from there to us and move into the next season. So let's see what they have to tell us today, focusing on the sacral chakra, our passions, our desires, our freedom, our sense of freedom comes here as well, because we are allowed to express ourselves. Although we can only exist or we can only know ourselves through one-on-one relationships, we are still allowed to feel what our essence is asking. We are allowed to be ourselves. So, dear dragons, what's the message here today? And what comes out is, I was talking about anger earlier, right? So they heard it. And the card is destruction, releasing your anger. Look at that. Destruction, like destruct everything that you have known before so that you can focus on what's important to you, so that you can release your anger, because anger talks a lot about our boundaries. Interesting, Gara, that you were mentioning the skin, because it is about the boundaries. So anger talks a lot about where are our boundaries placed and how they are being violated somehow. So we need to destruct that image of our boundaries, releasing our anger so we can move forward. Remember that anger makes us step out of the place, out of our comfort zone, and go elsewhere. Breaking things along the way, destructing, right? Breaking things along the way, but moving us out of a comfort zone that no longer serves us, is no longer aligned with who we are. That's why we feel angry, because somehow there's a feeling that we must continue where we are for the sake of the tribe. Look how everything is coming together. Look at that. Release your anger. Anger is a very, very powerful emotion. Okay. On the positive side. On the negative, yes, it will destroy, but it will destroy to create a space and to own a position, own a place, saying that this is my space, that is yours. Always remember Dirty Dancing. This is my dance space, that's your dance space. You don't go into mine, I don't go into yours. When this is broken, anger arises. Okay, because our space is being invaded somehow. So yeah, of course they know what we were talking about. Okay. Would anyone would like to comment something? Share something? Go ahead. I will just read what the booklet says about this card, which is the 16. 16. Ooh, those reading glasses. Now I need them again. Okay, so destruction, releasing your anger. Descend upon and smite your enemies with a vengeance and furious anger. Let it out. It's been bottling up inside you, and the time has come. Unleash the beast and leave the town smoldering if necessary. You've been holding it in for a while. Find the constructive or destructive outlet, preferably the latter. Burn it up, harness your inner goddess Kali. Oh my God, Kali's coming. And destroy, smash, tear things apart with reckless abandon and wanton disregard. The time has come to annihilate the old world to make room for the new. Destruction is part of creation, so let it burn. Let it burn. And of course, the energy of Kali is also here. How beautiful is that? Look at that. For those that also are here for the first time or have only met me now, I also work with the dark goddesses, and Kali is one of them. So coming up soon, we will have the Dark Goddesses workshop as usual. It will be the 3rd year we will be doing it. And we will be working with Kali, with Lilith, and Persephone. They are the 3 goddesses that are coming along these past years, and they will continue. So they can activate our powers. So yeah. Fierce, right? Fierce. Okay, you are often quiet. Are you still there? You are, I can see you. Okay, so now for some affirmations for you to connect with the sacral chakra. 3 affirmations. I feel inspired. It's safe to express myself, and my emotions flow freely. I feel inspired. You can say them out loud or you can write them down every time you want to connect or you feel the need to connect with the sacral chakra. If you say them out loud, your words will vibrate on your body. So they will activate this energy faster and with more intensity. But if you do not feel comfortable in saying them out loud, say them silently. Okay, your body will recognize the vibration as well. So it's safe. I feel inspired. It's safe to express myself, and my emotions flow freely. Okay. Then again, would anyone would like to say something? Share their experience. So this, again, we are just reaching the end of our session here today. This is being recorded and it will be available throughout the day of today. If you'd like to receive the link to the session, to the replay, just send me a message right here on Insight Timer and I will send it back to you. Also, you can reach me out through my website, which is also on my profile on Insight Timer, or you can, what can I say? Oh, I cannot write comments. Are you experiencing the same thing? I don't know what happened here, but okay. You can find me on Instagram or on Facebook using my own name. I can't seem to write. Weird. My own name and or the Feminine Path Project on Instagram, at least. Easily to find. And so I will leave you also with a practice of the day. One of them is to drink lots of water. So remember that this is the sacral chakra is connected with the water element. So drink lots of water and dance for 5 minutes like no one is watching. Allow yourself 5 minutes of pure craziness so you can express yourself. Okay, express yourself freely and joyfully. You can jump up and down, you can run around the house, run around the garden, something like that. Dance to a special music. That is up to you. Okay, but this is like the expression, the outside expression of the sacral chakra. And so, because comments are not working, unfortunately, so I cannot see what you are writing. If you are, I am not seeing. So the last, let me just tell you, the last comment that I can see, that I can read, is from Karen, who asked, how do we balance if we are feeling the root chakra out of balance? Okay, so it was a long time ago, like an hour ago. That was the last comment that I can see here. If you were commenting on something else, please reach me out on Insight Timer. send me your comments there through my profile, through the messaging system, or write me an email. I would love to hear your feedback on the session and on everything else. I don't know what is happening, but I cannot refresh the page, or this will go out of everything. So feel free to reach out. I hope to see you here tomorrow for the full moon in the sign of Libra. We will have a meditation and dragon session. They will come along, of course. This will be part of our journey throughout the chakras. It's a time to balance. It's a time to harmonize everything, and we are already feeling it. And Libra is also a sign about close relationships. Look how this relates. I love these things, these synchronicities. So our main point through this journey is to balance our subtle bodies, our energetic system, and then Libra comes right in just to allow us that, just to hold space for us to do that. So I hope to see you here tomorrow on the full moon meditation session. Lovely to have you here. It was an honor to hold this session for you as well. And well, I hope you can write me back. Let me see if the hearts work. Yes, they do. Thank you so much for being here, and have a lovely day further. Okay. See you soon for another meditation and dragons. Bye bye, dears. Hello again. Hello again. So I decided to refresh anyway. And you are here, and now I can see your comments. Yay! So I hope that you could listen the whole thing. When I refreshed the page, we were 88 here, and now I'm looking and we are 208. What happened? Let it flow, right? Let it flow. Mira, yes, now I can see the comments, and I will go back to reading them. Now you have now you have to stay with me until I read them all. Okay, I don't know if I can read them all, but okay. So the last comment, as I said, it was from Karen. How do we balance if we're feeling the root chakra out of balance? And then Karen said, "Thank you." And then Alexandra, you were saying, I wonder if that's why autistic people are so much into pattern recognition. Yeah, it can be related. And why? Remember I said that chakras, they work in pairs. So autism and that kind of disorder, we can call it disorder, they are related with the crown. Okay, this is all about the crown chakra. The crown chakra is what makes us see the world. So it's kind of a mix from the perception from the third eye with how we connect with the whole world. So autistic people connect in a different way, right? Their brains are wired differently. So yes, the pattern recognition comes from the root chakra. And so that's how they can balance each other. Does this make sense? Yeah. Also, ADHD also comes from the crown chakra. And so dancing and making dancing, but not like contemporary dancing where we use the floor a lot. That's really good for ADHD because it balances. The unbalances are working like this. Everything that is connected with the ground, grounding, touching the floor, walking bare feet, that is a very good practice for anyone suffering from ADHD, for instance. You cannot see me? Really? Lee, wait. Oh, I don't think there's something I can do. Goddess says You can see me. Mita says you can see me. Lee, maybe you can step out and try to come in again. Mark says, and Jeffrey, Robin, so you can see, only Lee can. Okay. But thank you for the heads up. Well, sometimes this doesn't work very well, but we go with it, right? So back to your comments here. Laura said, hi, Laura. Bom dia. Gada, sorry I was disconnected. You might answer my question. Repeat it, please. Sorry, Gada. Which question was that? Oh, no, I cannot go any further. Oh, I cannot see the previous comments. Okay. Gada, if you see the repeat, the replay, maybe you have your answer. Okay, okay. So Karen, you are saying so much lighter, peaceful, yet it says light after the grounding meditation, right? Mira, sharing your experience with the roses. So first rose, river wasn't very clear, but I could see orange and white koi fish. I wore a bright orange dress, my hair unkempt. I was sat crouched, bored, sad, with my hands on my cheeks in disappointment. I had a stick that I used to tap into the river, just moving it around. The water touched my feet and felt muddy, wasn't comfortable diving in. Words, disappointments, broken hopes. Second rose, strings connecting it to my sacral chakra felt tingling, activating. River was faster and clearer with colorful fish. Tall green grass grew on the river shores. Small rabbits were playing and hiding. My dress was light orange and I had a tiara of orange flowers around my head. Oh, how beautiful. I was sitting with my legs dangling in the river and I was moving them back and forth playfully without a care in the world. I was slightly smiling, basking in the sun. Words, contentment, satisfaction. Beautiful. Thank you, Alchandra. Mira, just beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Because it is a difference when we have, I don't know if I ever mentioned this, because I like to keep things sometimes secret, let the magic happen, not being too much on the head, on our mind. But whenever we have a first rose that has the sun going through it, it's like a healing coming to that image. And so that's why the next rose often appears differently because something has changed. Okay, just for you to know. Andrea, I was at the beach, not a river. Haha. Beautiful crystal water, both roses by the beach. But on the second one felt more expanded, and the word was freedom. Perfect, Andrea, perfect. Freedom, yes, yes. Thank you for sharing. Karen, I felt a pulse in my right palm. The river was peaceful, clear, a pleasant temperature with, sorry, something is happening. Oh, no. Okay. The river was peaceful, clear, a pleasant temperature with a small fall of bubbling water over river rock. Very peaceful. Interesting. Very interesting. Mark says interesting. I start retirement today. Oh, are you happy with that? I hope you are, because it's a whole new world filled with new possibilities in front of you, Mark. I hope you can enjoy it. You said yes? Oh, good. Good. Good, good. Wonderful. Z, thank you. And then Andrea saying destruction, releasing anger from the dragons. Let me just show you the dragon again. Right? This was the message. And gotta say, so true. But oh, can't wait. Mira, me and others left comments earlier. Alchandra, okay. Oh, yes, because you were not, I was not seeing it. Z, I've been walking in nature throughout this session by water and greenery, so it was all very symbolic. And Karen then said, I think Alchandra is unable to see our comments. Yeah. Yes. So IT was glitching. Brand, thank you. Welcome. Leslie, I quite often have to exit the app and rejoin to see the latest comments. Must be a technical glitch on IT. Okay. I will reach out to the team as well, telling them what happened. Violet, I went so deep into the meditation. Wow, Violet. And how are you feeling after the meditation? Did you gain any strong insights about something you were worrying about earlier? Aspen, yes, you may need to log out and come back to see new comments. Marcos, sorry, you weren't able to see. Okay, so this is when I updated, refreshed the window here. Okay, yes, now I can see. Lee was saying that he cannot see. Lee, that worked. Okay, going out and in. Got it. About the skin. Okay, about the skin. So the skin, what did I say? Is related to the root chakra because it has to do with the physical body. The skin is the physical barrier between the inner world, where we end, and with to the outer world, where the outer world begins. So it has to do with the root chakra because of the physical body, because we understand that we are in a body that has its own boundaries. And then Andrea said that it can also be related with the heart chakra because of touch, because of the sense of the touch. And I think she is also right. Okay. That hence the conversation about boundaries when the dragons came along. Yeah, because of your question earlier. And Mark says, yes, new chapter. Perfect. Perfect. Gara, most welcome, dear. Okay, now that I have seen your comments, I don't know if there were any more comments before that. I actually cannot see the affirmations that I wrote. But yeah, again, I cannot see the earliest comments. Now I can only see up to Mita's sharing of the roses. I cannot see them before, the ones that came before. So about the affirmations, I will try to write them down again. It was, I feel inspired. It's safe to express myself. And my emotions flow freely. This is to connect to the sacral chakra. Okay. Remember, this is all about I feel. It's about creativity. It's about freedom. It's about expressing ourselves artistically and freely and flowy, accepting the changes that come to our lives, like nature, right? Nature keeps on changing. So do we. So we need to embrace change instead of resisting it, because change is part of the process. Is the only constant in life is change. And I'm more happy. I leave this session a little more happy, a little, no, a lot more happy because I could read your comments. It was really weird. You were not commenting. What? That was weird. But anyway, I'm glad I could see it. I'm glad I could be back to the live. Karen, that was beautiful. Thank you. This was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you for all your presence. Accepting donations, of course. It's also part of this exchange, so I can keep doing it. And if you feel like reaching out to me, go ahead, write me messages, write me an email, find me on Instagram as now I can write the Feminine Path Project, or on Facebook as Amar Sintra, which is my business name, or as my own name on both of these platforms. The replay will be available. I can send you the link if you message me here or send me an email. You can also join my newsletter. So I sent out a newsletter for the equinox. Some of you received it. Maybe some of you haven't. So if you haven't, if you like to receive it, just send me your email address and I will make sure you can get it. But I will send another one at the end of the Equinox series with all the links to the replays. Okay, so then you can share with whomever you feel like might benefit from it. We all know already this is the 6th or the 7th time that we are doing the Equinox series here on Insight Timer. So we all know by now that it's quite transformative, right? Even for me, that I'm only guiding, but even for me, it's quite transformative. So it's lovely and it's an honor to host these sessions. And I hope to see you here tomorrow. Happy full moon. Happy day further. Happy night. Happy evening. Drink lots of water and dance like a crazy person. Okay? Allow yourself that craziness just for a while so you can release even more what your body is holding on to. Okay? We need to step into the new season lightly without burdens that are not ours to carry. Because actually, not everything comes with us into this next season, this next year. So let's allow ourselves to just leave behind what is not serving us because it isn't. So it's just taking up space. Thank you so much, Violet. Thank you so much for your donation. It means a lot. And so, see you here tomorrow. Okay? For the full moon, just come as you are. You don't need anything else. Just come as you are. And bring some water. Okay? Water or tea, much needed every time. And have a beautiful day ahead. See you soon. Bye bye.